Alright, so welcome to the final out of 9 vlogs we've done throughout the semester. This one's a little video reflection on the interview we did last week. So one particularly memorable interview for me was Mustafa's The Dawn of Self-Consciousness, which seek to interpret the moment in which we become conscious of the self and things perhaps start to make sense in life. So I thought Mustafa's choice of music, framing, B-roll, and the actual interview resulted in a very coherent video, and also thought his choice of subject, this idea where we become conscious of the self, was quite fitting for a 3-minute interview like this one. After seeing some of my other classmates' interviews, one thing that comes to mind in regards to doing things differently in the future is the actual subject matter of the interview. Looking at Dom's interview of Barry, who was one of the many residents of the North Melbourne housing estates which were forced into a hard COVID lockdown, reminded me that people have stories and things to say, and the way that might be best portrayed in the interview format. So just thinking about the way an interview is used to tell someone's story for future video portrait projects like this one. For me, in all honesty, vlogging throughout the semester was a very bothersome task.
I think I definitely got used to it as the weeks went on, but I never really grew to appreciate it a great deal. I think this is also due to my approach to the task in general. Maybe if I approached it in a more creatively personal manner in the future.
One thing I did definitely appreciate was bettering my editing skills. I think I definitely learnt best in practice whilst I was editing my vlogs and learning as I went using the internet and other resources. So finally, light bulb moments. In terms of what I've learnt, as I said, the editing, planning, and learning to frame in an interview format, for example.
Third way of learning has to be creative practice. I've learned most of the editing I've learned throughout the semester. I learnt whilst editing, using the internet as a resource, looking at videos for a bunch of techniques and effects and things like that, which was a great deal of fun. Something
that I read in one of the course readings that stood out to me is the idea of the craftsman versus passion mindset, discussed in Cal Newport's The Clarity of the Craftsman. The craftsman mindset is a focus on what value you bring to your job, whilst the passion mindset is rather a focus on what your job offers you. From this reading, I concluded that both are just as valuable.
So what I found most challenging in this course has to be doing the weekly vlogs, including scripting, filming and editing, whilst remaining personally and creatively invested in the vlogs.
What I discovered about my developing creative practice is that in terms of creating videos, you can make a lot with very little. As shown in Sean Baker's 2015 film Tangerine, which was shot entirely using an iPhone.